Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are having some technical difficulties, but it's taking longer than normal to open Hogwarts Legacy, and it's our day off, so it's okay. Here we go. Getting there, though. There it is. We got it working. Look at that. Good morning, happy Sunday. What's going on, guys? Let's get in the game. I don't remember what the last thing we did. I have no idea. I know it was a week ago.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
It seems pretty loud.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
Okay.
I've not heard from my Uncle
Jesus.
Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Maybe. 5 quests. 4 quests list. What we're gonna do? What is our next quest? Let us see. The Shadow of the Estate. The illustrator of Feldcroft. And with Deke. Get some conjuration spellcrafts. Gotta learn Glacius. Grow and harvest Fluxweed. Acquire all 3 combat plants and use them at the same time. Acquire and use an invisibility potion and use a Thunderbrew potion against enemies. Then Divination class to get the Sendo. Filling keys, speak with the bias. Adelaide. Knapsack to rescue magical beasts. Oh, I totally want to do that too. Let's do this first. What is this area? Secret room. Finish. Alright, Rome's deck we go. I appreciate that they zoom the camera out when you start boosting. Do appreciate that.
I was having a nightmare.
Right. Play.
It's so much better when you look.
Printing and lagging.
Speaking of astronomy,
Professor Unai's assignment. Alright.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see,
Oh,
my
dear.
Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the Goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
You're overthinking.
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds.
You got forbade.
She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Yeah, sure.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste.
Hogwarts is free.
He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I
Paid for by
promised
the
him that as
ministry.
soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
That's
I
odd.
take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
But he's totally dead.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Oh yeah, he's dead. I hate to break it to you. What was it here? Oh. The Tale of Roland Oaks. Go to this. Full flame. Those tombs. Out in that area. I was past the river. That's the river. Sure. Oh, this is the river. Oh, I would, if I didn't use a waypoint, I would have never found it. What? I can broom from here. I go up and away. Up and away.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very
That's amazing.
worried.
I can do that.
Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
You never said Brockborough. Don't make things up, mister. Also, I don't have to land on the outside of Hogwarts. I can literally land on the inside. It's a neat little discovery today. Sure. I hit a jet stream. A jet stream. No, there must be one. Whoa!
This looks intriguing.
Why can't I just mount? Can I please dismount here? Why? Isn't I'm still in Hogwarts technically? Why can't I dismount here? Alright, I'm gonna have to flu flame or something to get closer. Need this. Need a waypoint there, and then I will flew here. Oops. Okay. Something wrong. Didn't land for some reason. I'll fix that. Oh, I hope that wasn't like a random spot. I hope I can actually like go back to that. That would suck with it. Oh, I literally can't dismount here. Why? Odd stuff. Roll Goblins campsite. Weird.
Potato!
Oh, wrong button.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
Feed the goblins at the camp. Did I...
Never anything interesting around here.
do my disillusions as well?
What have we here? Another human? What have we here? Another human?
Expelliarmus, good freak.
Not quite. You're right, you can't stop us. I've been fighting. Accio.
Oof. What a fight. What a fight. Okay. You on fire now? Is that what that was?
What have we here? Another
Now the woman.
Expelliarmus, confringo.
Mo.
Potato. Now to find out what happened
Explosion.
here.
Look at more potions. Money. Dude, allergies have been kicking my butt today. In general. Over the last who knows how long, actually. It's been kicking my butt. Rolling Earth
Mr.
Journal.
Oakes' trade journal.
Ranrock's lot agreed to meet, but I do feel a tad uneasy. They amended their request and were angry when I asked questions. I overheard some of their plan in gobbledygook. They're after my rare metal deposits that are suitable for drilling. I'm afraid of upsetting them further. They seem rather volatile. And I need this transaction to happen. Perhaps we can work out a compromise, perhaps not. Roland Oaks. So,
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
is that a random... Is that a river? It's a river? What is this? Some random dungeon keep?
Mr. Oakes' trade journal.
Where? Oh, I already found his journal. Old news, man. Old news. Is that the tracker? Okay. Just roll his map to follow this trail. Oh, God, we're taking him. Use Roland's map to follow this trail. Well, how come I can't have it up all the time then? Actually, I don't even remember where I put it. Is it up? It's up here. Sorry. Quest items. Notes. Journal. Here. I don't know. Down and across the river. Okay. That's the river. Moonstone. Definitely something over here. That's for sure. Beach juice. Wonderful sound. Postal caps. It's gotta be that.
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now
And
to
the
find a
knowledge
crooked
suite.
tree.
Pretty fun.
Confringo!
Gotta
I should
love,
investigate.
gotta love the spider webs. And Crimson Lock Scar. How I wanted. All this was? A weak scarf? The heck? All that for some. At least I get to explore a little dungeon. That was kind of cool, I guess. I guess that was cool. So it's not
I
this
know a
one.
Merlin trial when I see one.
Further? Leech juice. Never know when you're gonna need it. You know? Oh. I forgot I have that. I always forgot I have that.
A crooked tree, just as the map said.
Where?
The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here.
A crooked tree? Which crooked tree? What are you talking about? Sir? I don't see no crooked tree. Is that it? Nah, that's not it. Was it this way? Either this way, or it's across the way. Oh. Might be that way. Dark, man. Gotta be across.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Levioso! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Got him. Eat that dumb bug.
I tell you this, Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charms.
Expelliarmus!
Wanna
Confringo!
sell it? I heard something.
Accio!
Master, you're asleep. No!
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso!
Boom.
No.
Yeah, good. Unidentified outfit item. I can't tell what it is. Maybe it's a cloak. I don't know. Maybe it's one of them cloaks. Just don't know anymore. Bing. Bing, bing. I don't see a tower. Fire over there, so let's go check that out. Bridge. Bridge is always inside. Whole bunch of moonstone. Very nice.
And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here.
Directly south. South. That'd be where all the enemies are, right? There. Likely.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Took you for a
Whole bunch of enemies everywhere, man. There's enemies literally everywhere. Poro ruins. Okay. Poro ruins. Poro ruins.
What was that?
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio!
Just beating goblins with their job.
Protego!
Oh. Enter the outpost. Okay.
Goodness. I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Okay. Used to be a chest. Goblins don't take this. They don't take care of things. Things that they have are not nasty. It's not good. I like about here. Want someone to appear? Huh?
There's a holy mark on it.
Confringo!
Come on through. That one's like the weird teleportation spell, don't they, though? No?
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Oh, nice. A nice. Completely. Okay.
A ladder. That's what
Man,
I
it's
need.
so dark, man. Definitely a ladder. Got a daring cloak. That cloak is so daring.
What's that?
Oh,
Who's there?
okay.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I will wait.
Ooh. Love that.
Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Oh.
Levioso!
Was that your best?
Confringo!
Oh, that's combo is amazing.
Kill spells glance off of me. A miss!
Expelliarmus!
Nice.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Oh, so strong.
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. What went on here, I wonder?
You know, goblins being goblins. That's what went on here. Also, he's probably dead. Like at this point, and like we're this far in, and we haven't found him in the outpost yet.
This looks like trouble.
We gotta go in the ruins. Yeah, he's dead.
What will we find in here?
All right, so this is a very, very pretty outpost. Love the art style.
The wizards will have no choice but to
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Who's there?
Accio!
Right in the face. Bomber.
Dead.
Ooh. Try to just have an ancient magic and being able to just because you can.
Stop avoiding me.
Your blood's on Ramrot's hands.
Maybe. Hello, Mara. Got it. Best unlocker in the best. Why is there Why would there be an enemy in this locked area? What's he doing locked? Brown Eye of Newt goggles. Newt! I got
It looks as
better.
though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Turn me on. A chest. With another thing. Looking for your 40 gold pieces. Power in the kisser.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
You've been paying attention.
Expelliarmus!
He sent me the bad news, huh?
Confringo!
The combo is so strong. Got him.
You look tired.
Confringo! Confringo!
I won't rest until
Confringo!
Power in the kisser. I feel as being a mass murderer of goblins. I don't know how I feel about that yet. You don't feel great about it, that's for sure. Just gonna launch them into the air. Like, no big deal. There's no chest over here. Okay. Here. Looks like we have to go down. Well, let's go up here first and explore.
Boiler door.
Boiler door.
How to open it?
Oh, it's got boiler markings on it. Clearly, it's a boiler door. Turn on. Figured it out. We go back down this way. And we go in a circle. Oh, we're at the boiler now. I don't know how we got there, but we did. Gotta light it. Yes. Oh, a whole bunch of dudes. Ooh. There's so many right here.
Who do you think you are?
Get your butt.
I've learned best. I'm less human to worry about. This is almost too easy.
Okay. No target. Oh no. Well, Purgit was a unique name. Just look at this butt. Didn't even know it was there. So I just like took care of him. Like Robohead. Oh.
This'll be a laugh. Put me down. Surrender now.
You won't get away.
You won't stop me. Losing your stride.
That student defeated our encampment in the tower. I could have been
You only have Ranrock to blame.
You were not right. What is this? This is just like their church? Gear slots are full. Unreal. Need more Merlin trials. For sure. Nothing's as good as what I currently have, right? So can I just destroy one? I haven't picked anything that was good. Oh, except for the prefecture. Yeah, I found something better. It's gonna be this one. Those are close. None of my clothes are good. Extraordinary. What I currently have on? The trade applied. Is that a trade attached to it? That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, that one extra point. Here we go. All about that extra point. You never know. Make or break the entire fight. Right? Min-maxing.
This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Even though he was trapped. Huh. I had no idea. I just opened a boiler room and started fighting a bunch of bad guys. Like 20 of them showed up. They're like, "Hey, we're here to ruin you." I'm like, nah. There's bad dudes in here. Not in that section. Not in here either. Okay. Means we gotta go this way. This way.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I will make you pay.
Expelliarmus!
You feel so powerful as a wizard in this game, man. You really do. Like, so powerful. Your slots are full. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Ah. Listen, buddy. I'm busy. I'm changing out. I'm getting rid of some gear that sucks so I can sell it. Neck wearers. Yeah. I'm here for the money too. Another one. Another bad scarf.
Certain we can come to an agreement if you'll just set me free.
Okay, so this is just a random cell.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here.
Alright.
They've taken
We
my
did it.
wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
Fortunately, I've already found your wand,
Oh,
Mr.
nice.
Oakes.
I love that they did that. That's great.
Pass me my wand.
Does it have it interact again?
Damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please.
Give what?
Oh, thank you, Merlin. Thank you.
I do find it interesting that wizards are completely powerless without wands. Like
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait! You're a student?
monocle.
Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin.
Dear
You're either very
Merlin.
lucky or very
Merlin's
talented.
beard.
Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars.
How did they reach his face?
Locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every knut on me. All I can say is
Is a
thank
knut?
you. Truly.
A galleon?
You mentioned you overheard things.
A sad tale, really. I think I know where Ramrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures.
I've been watching you.
The wizard happened to drop
For
his
weeks.
wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizard kind, sees us all as cruel.
Well, don't pick up someone else's wand. You won't get screwed
Am
up.
I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading.
A huge
Thank
cinematic.
you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
I would consider that a cinematic.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Dude, he was there and then he wasn't there. Creepy. Why am I still in here? Are they gonna find me? Is this gonna be a trigger a boss fight? I didn't leave. It'd be interesting if they, if some boss stops me here. We've only fought what, 2 bosses so far? One was a armored dude, and one was a regular dude. The troll here.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
They hit a troll with his own border. Must be a troll in this area.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Right. Guardian too. What's the point of that? There's a point to this for some reason, right? I use this for some reason.
No ritual wizard is dead.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
If only I could get my hands on Fig or that stupid... An intruder!
Expelliarmus, Confringo!
You're pretty far down there now, aren't you? Sorry. Didn't mean to do that to you.
You
But it
won't
did.
be able to stop Ranrock's loyalists.
Got him. Oh, gear slots are full. Always. They're always full. What's the problem? Sell value 90. Face wear. 90 value things, man. Better be worth it. Ooh, they are. Curious silver spectacles. They're totally worth it. Oh, and they're awesome. Yep, we're wearing that. They're great.
Not quite. This too
Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
The combo's unreal.
I will make you pay.
Protego!
Oh, we can well approach it.
How nice.
Expelliarmus!
This way? Yeah.
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
Oh, it's roll. Won't hurt him that much? Wow. Got him. Roll it right,
Rest
man.
easy, my large friend.
Troll bogeys. I love they're called bogeys. It's funny. Troll bogeys. Alright. I guess I can do it up there like that.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Oh, no.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Is there anywhere else that I can take that to? No. Wait. Ah. Your slots are full. Stop it. Game. Need more Merlin trials. Neckwear. It's all horrible. Ooh, but we got a good scarf. That was worth it then. Here. Scarves. Celtic brushstroke scarf. Ew. Kind of ugly. It is what it is. If it makes you stronger, makes you stronger. Oh, it's really ugly. Alright. Super ugly. Not a great one. That's reserved. Okay.
Now here's a sad-looking place.
I've been here for 40 minutes, man. Alright, so I've cleared everything out. Did it all. All done. I guess it's all done. Away we go. Pop balloons. Sometimes you gotta pop the balloons. Gotta go to Hogsmeade. Pop that guy, pop this guy. This guy. Just because, you know, why not? It doesn't hurt. Alright, so now we gotta go to Hogsmeade. It's over there. Gotta sell all my junk.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Which from that side is pretty cool. There's a gear in there though. You need it. You need it. 2 gears. Unbelievable. Eat an apple, no big deal. It is what it is. I'm gonna sell all this gear, man. I gotta find a store.
Sure, not so bad. I don't mind the odd one without a leg up.
There's no stores. He's got the cough. Huh.
What
Got
do
a
we
case
have
of the
here?
cough.
A demiguise.
Right at night though. Right inside or at night. That's what I thought I saw a page flying around just now. Maybe not. Can I sell some things to you? Oops. No, not to you, I guess, huh? Can't sell anything to this guy? Really? Cauldron shop owner won't let me sell things to him? What a jerk. He wants to lose the money, but what a jerk.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Revelio.
Spent with sporting needs, run by the amiable Albie Weeks. The shop sells all manner of wizarding sporting goods, including the latest broom models. Gossip around town that Albie himself is working on a number of broom enhancements. He is. I'm helping. This is me helping. Where is this guy? There he is. Jesus
What are we looking
Christ.
for today?
Okay. Alright. I want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. No. Byzantine beret. Not as good as my sleeping cat. Okay. I want that one, don't know what it is. Sick. Much better.
Thanks for stopping
Now I have
by.
the room now. And I have apparently a hat that's better than my hat. Which is not possible. Oh, it's definitely not possible. Increasing the damage of spells is not a thing you take off. What do I got? I got the Lucky Leprechaun hat. Oh, nice. Okay. To the quests. To the quests. To the wall. Alright. What else can we do right now? Well, we're already in Hogsmeade, so we might as well go talk to Serona Ryan.
I wonder what Merlin would think of this.
Bust that door down.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl.
How can you take me seriously?
How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course.
Aye.
Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion, an ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy.
There's a chance it might
Aiden
be
was bringing
real
the box
rough.
of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find a hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Oh, run. Running. There's no running. You're not the running. You're not for the running.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Well. Wait a minute. Why is our controller not ready?
Confringo!
Passing that guy was bad news. I get out of Hogsmeade. Am I out of Hogsmeade now? I fly. How I'd like to fly. Yep. The Hamlet.
Who lived here, I wonder? Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Nice to see you again, Mrs.
Found her.
Sprottle.
I win.
Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect Horklumps for me.
Or I have so many
Since
Horklumps,
he
yeah.
died, my supply has
I'll give you all
dwindled.
I'll give you all the
I'm
Horklumps.
sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your
I'm gonna
time.
make the most. Believe it or not, I have.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Serona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch.
Yeah, I know a bow truckle.
Aiden took it
I know
when
a
he was
bowtruckle.
collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Serona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
I can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Serona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I, and the vendors I help would
Wait,
greatly
did
appreciate
I not give her the ones that I said I had already? Confused. Find the cavern. Okay. You guys have found the cavern.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
What have you done?
I didn't even check to see if these guys were bad or not. I just come over and whoop their butts. Now, are you guys good or bad? Yes, you're bad. What's your enemy?
Expelliarmus, Confringo. Accio.
Hardly a fair fight without me wand.
Gotcha.
Yes, I one of my own. You will fall.
I'm gonna see those guys. I don't even see those ones. Fire away. At least flies. Nice. 4 clubs. Money. One more cavern. Fort Clump Hollow. How obscure of a name.
I still need to visit the cave to find Zerona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more Hawk Clumps. Better have a look around. See about the Hawk Clumps and the box of letters.
Kaplooey. There's definitely spiders.
That's all the Hawk Clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
I found so many Horclumps, man. We're covered in Horclumps. What are those? They're just... It's like, what am I looking at? Found more Horclumps. There's gotta be bad guys in here, right? This is a... Oh, this is interesting. Cavern, not so cavern anymore, is it? Why do the Horclumps sound like swords? So interesting.
Confringo.
Got a sword quality to them. That's a drop. Also, is anyone else is nobody noticing that I'm making noise in this cavern? Bet you that that her husband has become an fairy. Slide down. We
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Expelliarmus, Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus, Confringo.
Why are trolls so bad news? Right, what makes you go, I need to kill the troll? It was in this cave. Even more of a thing. It was captive. The poor troll. It was still captive. We'll go inside here then. Why couldn't the troll open the door? Oh, I guess he's too big. There's squirrels down here. The buddies? My dear Serona, I sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Spraddle for their hospitality, but felt the need to put quill to parchment with my thanks to you as well. What a lovely respite from the castle. I won't soon forget how he giggled about the ridiculous gnome. Did he truly believe he was singing? And Mrs. Spraddle's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. Fear I must warn you, however, that does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw is no match at all for Slytherin this year. Most gratefully yours, Philomena.
This must be Serona's box of letters.
Dear Miss Spraddle, Mother and Father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Glad Rags last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't soon forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace the bodice of my new dress. A challenge indeed, as is the rather delicate practice of properly situating a hat pin without wounding either my hat or my head. But I adore everything that we selected, and I have to thank you for now feeling like a marvelously fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day, mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Mr. Spraddle agreed to let me stay. I know that my parents would feel precisely the same way. Yours gracefully, Serona. Wait, there's only two? There they are. Dear Serona, I conjured a wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether, and now we have won Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw would not be the same without you. Yours, sincerely, Sean. Dear Serona, when I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in many ways I wasn't like the other first years. I confess I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me. Ponder sending it out of my parents, asked them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes ended. How did you know? I presume you're not secretly a Legillimens. And I wonder that you seemed to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks when you spotted me huddled in a corner staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer and an empty bit of parchment, my quill dripping ink woefully onto the floor, and you came to sit with me, well, I shall never forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief, as if someone had cast a levitation charm on me when you told me about how nervous you'd been to come to Hogwarts. I looked at you and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident, contented witch sitting next before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed, in a non-magical sense, I mean, everyone around you without apology, embracing who you were and who they were. It was as though a candle had flickered on me, for me, or as I would choose that path as well. Now my school years are ending, the frightened first-year witch I had been seemed worlds away. And I know it's because you saw yourself in that despairing creature in the corner of the pub, and so generously extended yourself to her. Yours, Susan Mira. P.S. Please stop Mrs. Spraddle. I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Spraddle whenever I can for the delightful conversation, and I am unashamed to admit her incomparable culture cakes. There's one more down here somewhere. There it is.
I should take this box of letters to Serona. She'll be glad to have
Dear
it back.
Serona, happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked into the kitchen and asked Finky to make your favorite cream crowdy. She was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got the raspberries at this time of year. Genius, that Finky. Yes.
I think that's everything.
Okay.
Serona will be glad to have this back.
Leave. The Forbidden Forest. It ain't so forbidden if you can just fly there all you want. It's only forbidden to Hogwarts students, right? I thought it was actually forbidden too. I wonder what it was. Troll bogies.
Confringo, Expelliarmus.
Pew! I'm in. And we go. We are not flying out of that. That's... Up, and away! That was so cool. You can just kind of fly up as high as you want. It's like the coolest thing. Hogsmeade Valley. Oh. Unmount this, shall we? Shouldn't we? Oh. Eyeball things. I still don't know what those are for. That's a drop that we killed. Is this faster? This way? It's gotta be. There's gotta be. That's gotta be faster. Someone's. Teleporting's gotta be a thing. How do I get in here? I go past. past it. There's the door. Door's hard to see. Gamma's so low. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hall clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
How did she look through so fast?
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Memories. Got a keg shelf. Sweet. Nothing like a keg shelf. You know what they say about keg shelves? Ain't nothing like them. Alright, so I've got 1,000,000 quests left. There's like a lot going on, which is kind of cool. A picture of a Stitch. Got a lot of quests. It's awesome. Feldcroft? Where's Deke at? Deke's in... Well, map. Deke's in Hogwarts. And then Feldcroft is where? Hogwarts Valley is where... I guess Hogwarts Valley's gotta be where Feldcroft. Say the name of it, but... Keenbridge... Lower Hogsfield... Rockborough... Irondale... Oh, Feldcroft. Holy moly, so far away. I think I can fly there. Okay. Clearly not ready to go fly there yet. The dragon in the map. That's so cool. Alright guys. Hit upon Ford. Alright. End of the stream. Thanks so much for hanging out. Much appreciated. Have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon. See ya.